Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River. Jake Odorizzi starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, last outing he pitched into the fourth inning and got a no decision. Clearly he's going to have to go deeper and give his team a chance to win. That's what we're looking for in this game.
In now is John Jay, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Philadelphia, center fielder John Jay.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. And Harold, as we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Well, Matt, every team's going to go through a losing streak, but you got to try to do something that's going to pull you out of it. One game at a time is really what you got to think about, because if you don't, before you know it, 5 games leads to 10 and 10 games lead to 15, and before you know it, you're out of it. You lost a ton of games in a row.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2 one more time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
This is a great start to the game for the offensive team. Look, we all know there's a pitch count. For the first guy to already get 8 pitches in this at bat, that's danger moving forward.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
That is the 6th foul ball in this at bat. Now, to those who like to see a lot of pitches, he's doing it for you.
Another one sent foul. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Haney. And that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. HR, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, the key here, Matt, is clearly execute. They got to catch the ball, and if you get an opportunity to hit and run, you got to do that on the offensive side. This is the type of team that has to generate and make their own things happen in order to force mistakes on the other team.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon, currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Now, Matt, I'm telling you, I watch Ricky Holiday call games. I start thinking about hockey. Top shelf. That's him. He's going to call everything up in the zone. Top shelf Ricky.
Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. 0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
This guy's such a good hitter. I get the feeling even when he's down 0-2 in the count like he was here, he's still actually ahead of the count when he's facing anybody.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Jordan. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Scott Kazmir gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, this guy's got good stuff, but he's really struggled with runners in scoring position. The batting average goes up. I want to see, what does he do? Does he tip his pitches? Is he giving signs from second base to the opponent and they're not translating it right? What's going on here? Because this guy's stuff is too good for him to struggle as much as he does with runners in scoring position.
Striding into the box, Lee Bartlett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Harold, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matt, it's been a pretty good weekend for them. I mean, you win Friday and Saturday, and now you come here ready to win and possibly sweep the series on Sunday here. So, impressive weekend for them.
Jordan is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Well, Matt, the bats have just gone cold. There's no other way to put it. I mean, the last 3 or 4 games, they've really struggled to score runs. I'm interested in seeing how do they turn that around in this game, because the nucleus of this club and this lineup, they should be scoring runs.
Standing in, Tom Ryu. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. London is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Batting third, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's currently tied for second place on the team in home runs. Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And the changeup is way low that time. Kazmir into the windup. Here it is on 2-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jordan will wait on it. And he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Jose Bautista, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Left fielder, Jose Bautista.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Pirates. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
So striding forward now, Edmund London. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. High in the air out towards shallow right. Vogel is under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the catcher number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Settling in now, Brian Ma. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Phillies. And I'm looking at Brock Holt. Talk about one of the great stories in baseball. This guy broke into the big leagues and really didn't have a position. They converted him into all kinds of spots. He played the outfield for the first time when he got to the majors. Now we've seen him at second, third, short, first, and all the outfield positions. So valuable.
So stepping in, Lee Haney. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Lifted the other way to left center. Jay giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Oliver Radford.
Stepping into the box, Oliver Radford. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Low for ball 1. Kazmir gets the sign. 1-0 on its way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jordan sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Brock Holt now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Brock Holt.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Haney on the move. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Stepping in now, Scott Kazmir. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Soft liner towards short, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Jay.
Ready for another chance? John Jay, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping into the box, Andy Vogel. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. A called strike over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Here it comes on 1-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Now to the plate, Jordy Mercer. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging the bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating them.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Boy, that's a good pitch. Changeup away off the plate with 2 strikes. I love it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Holt has it. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Jake Odorizzi.
So striding in, Jake Odorizzi. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. first offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Kazmir into the windup. Here's the 1-0. A swing and a miss and a ball down. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, Matt, you're the pitcher. There's 2 outs, nobody on. You're letting it fly, right? I'd be doing the same thing like he just did right there. 2 big swings, and he has nothing yet.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Striding in once again, Anthony Rendon. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Rendon.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is line to left. Haney has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Jordan comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I like that. That's great 2-0 hitting. You're looking for one specific pitch in one specific area. You don't get it, you take it.
The 2-1 on its way. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit sharply on the ground, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box, Michael Franco. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Mercer. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose Bautista.
Stepping in, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. First pitch fastball runs a bit too high. It's ball 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Vogel moves over, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Lee Bartlett back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Into the windup and the pitch. Line to the right side. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. It look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
In now, Tom Ryu. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. That's a ball. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at 1st and 2nd and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, this is one of those big opportunities. You look back and say, did we learn anything? Now, yesterday, runners in scoring position in big situations, they couldn't drive them in. Now you got a chance to show you learned something and drive a run in here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. A bullet to first base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time. So with a couple of men on and one out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 as the top speeds. Now at the plate, Brian Ma. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
1-0 count. Here it is. 2-0 now.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Here it comes on 3-0. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
That's not something you see every day. The catcher was focused on framing a pitch to get the called strike, which he got, but he forgot to close his glove on it, and a pass ball is the result.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lee Haney. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Now, Matt, that's a great pitch. I mean, look, he's in a jam. So what do? You go with the slider that he's probably going to reach for. Good pitch.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fouled back.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating.
baseman,
Not
number
what
2.
you want to do with the bases loaded.
Radford.
A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Standing in now, Oliver Radford, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Tell you what, he's got a good changeup, and I love throwing the changeup right there. You got 2 strikes on the hitter. That ball coming out of the hand looks so much like a fastball with the same release, and then it ends up being a changeup. I like the pitch.
Kazmir sets. Here's the 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. Jordan is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Digging in, Edmund London. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Edmund London.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. High pop up. Radford is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Brock Holt.
Here's Brock Holt now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
2 out, nobody on. hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. In now, Andy Vogel. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, Andy Vogel.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Digging in, Jordy Mercer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart if you see a ball in the zone that long, get called a ball on it. Boy, man, I tell you, that looked like a good pitch right there. That looked like that pitch was in the zone. He just missed it.
One-0 count. Here it is. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hit hard to third. Holt for 1. On to first. A double play.
Up next for Pittsburgh, pitcher Jake Odorizzi.
Now in the box, Jake Odorizzi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1 to 2-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ready for another chance? Scott Kazmir comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
26, Scott Kazmir.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now is John Jay, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. 1 out, nobody on. Weak grounder back to the mound. Mercer fields it cleanly, and they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
Well, there's a 1-out infield single. You know what? You can start a lot of rallies with 1 out. He was hustling down the line. If you're pitching, you think, golly, that was so unlucky.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
Into the box now, Brandon Jordan. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in to try it again, Michael Franco. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And that misses for ball 1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. Ball on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit. Also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Digging in once again, Lee Bartlett. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Lee Bartlett.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Again, a 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Stepping in now, Tom Ryu, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is fouled into the seats over from first.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Ready with the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's why you hear people say work down in the zone. That's such a difficult pitch to hit. But if the ball's up a little bit, these great hitters, they touch it, it's going out of the ballpark. Right there is a prime example.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon now.
Number 22, Andrew.
Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Brian Ma.
Striding in once again, Brian Ma. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box, Lee Haney. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. And the changeup is way low that time.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. That last pitch, number 80 for Kazmir. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready once again, Oliver Radford, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Kazmir sets. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0 and 2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there, 1 and 2.
This is a big spot, Matt. You know, I like how he's pitching, though. You get him 0-2, you waste 1, and now you got to expand the zone still and see if he'll stay aggressive and chase a pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2.
Matt, I'm looking for him to challenge him right here. You know, 2-2. You don't want to go to 3 and 2, have those runners on the move on that certain pitch. So 2-2 is your challenge pitch.
2 down, runners at first and second. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Standing in, Jose Bautista. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Bautista waits on the 2-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for him.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Lassiter comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Kirk Lassiter.
Edmund London will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope,
he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just missing here. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A runner at first with no outs here. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Ramos, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base but haven't been able to string anything together.
At the knees, strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Comes set and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Fouled off into the seats behind first.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Done.
Brock Holt will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. 1-2 now. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Ryu finds it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. It remains 1-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ryan Webb will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jeff Mathis is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready for another shot now. Andy Vogel, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Leading off for the Pirates, right fielder Andy Vogel.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Bautista on the run. And that is a foul ball. Just missing extra bases deep in the corner. Ready with another 2-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Jordan is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. First offering on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And a fastball just a bit high. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Here's another 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Bautista. Still going back. Leaps, and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Josh Harrison will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The average entering play at .301. 8 home runs and 23 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A two-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they're up 1-0. Jared Hughes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Jared Hughes.
Adrian Beltre will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. He'll enter play right at 333. 5 homers and 14 driven in. The 1-0 delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, he's got himself in a good count right now. Down 1. He's probably looking for something to drive out of the ballpark. Maybe tie this game up.
Beltre sitting on the 2-0. 3-0 now. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Fielder, John
in now
Jay.
is John Jay. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. So stepping in, Anthony Rendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Here he comes on 2-0. Now a ball line fouled to deep right and out of play. And the pitch on 2-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped foul wide of first. One out and a runner on second base. Hit hard but foul. Another try at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Ma will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Now in the box, Brandon Jordan. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
2 out here and a runner at second. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail this one 1-0. Brian Morris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57, Brian Morris.
Woody Francis is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Woody Francis.
Standing in, Lee Bartlett. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Lee Bartlett.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. The 0-1 hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher Tom Ryu.
Digging in and looking for more, Tom Ryu. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering, and the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And the pitch. Andrew McCutchen is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. A called strike over the outside corner.
Tell you what, Matt, not much to do with those pitches. I know he's looking at 2 strikes now, but the first one was on the outside half. The other one ended up on the outside half with 2 different looks. What can he do? Nothing much with that one.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, When you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Fred Rivera comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Fred Rivera.
Into the box, Michael Franco. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Grounded to short. Mercer is there. On to first, and that is a big out to start the ninth.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose Bautista.
Digging in, Jose Bautista. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Coming to the plate now, Edmund London. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Pitch inside the throw. And this will not be in time to get Stubbs as he moves into scoring position at second base.
Hey, 90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
1-0 count. Here it is. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And that one stayed up a little high. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Runner at second here with one man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Vogel ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brian Morris.
Curtis Granderson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 3, Curtis Granderson.
And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's a swing and a miss, so the Phils are down to what could be their final strike now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Haney moving forward, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Buccos earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Jake Odorizzi earns win number 4 on the season. Scott Kazmir takes the loss despite allowing only 1 unearned run. Fred Rivera closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.